Boolie, welcome to the show, man. How's everything going?
Hey, everything's going good, man. Thank you for having me. How you doing today?
Everything's going well, man. I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing fine. I know we're here for the show tonight, and see you got the Falcons hat on. And is that a
No.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre jacket?
Yeah, it's like I'm real big on the horror movies and stuff. So I got to put something smooth together.
Yeah. Where is that? What brand is this? Because I see the
It's
Leatherface
it's
design.
it's custom.
It's custom made. Wow.
Yeah, everything I'm gonna do gonna almost be custom, or I'm gonna put it. I ain't putting nothing together that's gonna be, you feel me? Where you gonna see that on a mannequin.
We'll get into a horror conversation. I'm a big horror movie guy as well, so
Okay, cool, cool,
I have
cool.
an appreciation for it. But us get into, because I did hear the new track. El Nice sent it to me. Shout out to El Nice Trick. I was listening to that new track.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm excited about that. And that was one I made, like, just like, all right, let me see how I'm gonna just get the crowd all involved. That's for everybody to, and that's a wave right now. Tricking is a wave. So, that's just what's going right now. So that's what people that's tricking want to hear. And the females that want to get tricked on definitely want to hear too.
Uh, and then you got the newest project. I was looking at it. Bullshit. That was out too. You got Chucky on the cover.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You like I said, I'm real big on the horror, ordeal. I'm real, and that was the whole thing is I wanted it to be a bunch of bullshit. You feel me?
Yeah. When did your love for horror begin, really? Because I know you got previous tracks. I saw The Exorcist on there, Pumpkinhead, and things like that.
Okay, okay, yeah. I've always liked horror movies. I grew up when I was a kid watching horror movies. I used to like when I was a kid, like say like 8, 9, be watching horror movies, and my partners' mamas would be telling me like, "But stop showing," because like my best friend would be like, "Oh yeah, he won't go in the bathroom," like, or he'll use the bathroom on himself. Be like, "Damn, why you using the bathroom?" Because he says y'all watch is Michael Myers gonna be in the bathroom, and like all like every Michael Myers movie, Michael Myers goes and he just fucked up somebody in the bathroom, so he just was like done for. And like 9, so I was like, dang. So I've been always into it.
How do you feel about the horror movie climate currently? Because it seems as though you like throwbacks. You like the older classics.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like nowadays, like these horror movies really like they're not scary. Like the newer, like the most thing that I can say about the like newer horror movies, I like the possession type horror movies, like because it's real. Like nowadays, like the little videos you might see on Instagram be like, oh, the horror movies nowadays. If Michael Myers get to chasing you, gonna hit on it with the switch. Just stuff like that. It's just like nowadays, like that don't really like scare us, but that possession stuff ain't nothing you can do about that possession stuff, and that stuff be like real stories.
Yeah, those are real stories, and it's crazy how you can't control that, which is that's what makes it truly terrifying. What do you think about the Terrifier films? Are you a fan of those, the new ones, those slasher?
My man's, yes, sir. I am. I love Terrifier. I love Terrifier. Like, man, Art, that's my guy. That's my guy.
Art the Clown.
Yes, sir.
How far do you usually take it back to horror? Are you someone that likes the black and white horror movies and things
Nah,
like that? Are you more just like 80s?
Now, I mean, like, I ain't gonna say I'm be watching no 80s. Like, it's like more stuff because I'm only like, I'm younger, so it's like stuff that I was coming up on. And, maybe I might go. My aunt used to watch a lot of horror movies, so it's a couple like the 90s. We used to be big on watching movies, me and my aunt. So,
Yeah. Have you thought about potentially getting into acting and maybe even creating your own horror films or things like that, or acting in one?
yeah, actually, that's what I want to do. It's like that's the biggest thing that I want to do. Actually, I want to act.
Oh wow. Is horror your main interest for acting, or are you more into drama, different types of for
I
film?
can I'm down to do anything when it comes to acting. Like, that's what my minor was when I was in college. I was minored in drama.
Wow. How was that experience?
It was cool. It was different. It's like more so. It's not more. It's like you have your acting classes, and then you got your classes where you just sitting there it's like history classes where you're just having to learn about the history of why this theater came about or where this theater came about. And you have to learn about, it's like, okay, this theater came from the Asian culture, or this theater came from the Russian culture, so it's just a lot of history.
Mm. What would you say if there's a role out there that you could audition for, and say if you got it, what would be that role that you have on your mind that you would play right away?
Um, I'm almost down to play any role. Just I'm down to play any role.
Anything.
Just anything, except just yeah, just anything. Yeah, I have to read. I have to see what it is. Like I'm not anything, but I'm ready to like to take on a bunch of different tasks when it comes to this.
Mhm.
Nothing that goes against my character and my morals, but I'm definitely down to do some stuff.
I could tell. And you started out too as an athlete. You're playing football for 16 years. And how was that? And what made you kind of transition into music?
My biggest thing, yeah, like I said, I played for that was my God-given talent was to play football. I'm supposed to be in the NFL right now. And I know you hear that from every football player, anybody that ever played sports. They supposed to be on the major scale or on the but ultimately, like that was my God given talent. So when it happened during COVID, was when I was, everything just happened. The world was just like out of shambles. And if you wasn't playing exactly in the SEC, you wasn't playing no football. So that's where it kind of was like, boom, it was a depressing time and stuff kind of coming around for me. So with the rapping, because I started rapping probably when I was in college, like when my roommate was a rapper. And I used to just I was like, man, he used to be like, man, rap, 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 rap. Like, we just having fun. I was like, man, I'm here to play football. Y'all have fun with that, man. I was sitting here playing the game. Then, one day I started doing it. Then another one of my partners down there was like, man, bro, you hard. You hard. If you put some effort and some time into this, you could really do something with this. And you feel me?
Mhm. And you're someone too, because you have a lot of that horrorcore influence. Were you ever listening to like horrorcore artists within the genre? I know Eminem's kind of like that, and then Dr. Octagon with Cool Keith. Do you kind of go back that far on the hip hop side of things because you have like the horror element?
So I don't really listen to Eminem like that. Like I like you gotta know your classic Eminem songs, of course, But when it comes to the older music, I like to listen to Wu-Tang Clan.
Okay,
I like to listen to the Biggie Smalls. Yeah, Wu Tang Clan and Biggie Smalls is probably the two that just comes off top, like when it comes to the older music. But I like that. Like if you turn on like an old New York song and then you turn on some of like the grimy, like what's his name? Benny the Butcher.
okay.
Benny the Butcher gives you like a old grimy. I yeah, like Jada Kiss. Yeah, see, like, yeah, I go listen to them every now and then be like, but these niggas talking. These niggas talking. But yeah, I normally when I get burnt out, cause this music nowadays, it's just like even my music, like I just get burnt out of listening to it. I listen to my music a lot and I listen to a lot of what's going on nowadays music. And I just get really like burnt out on it. So I don't even really listen to like besides listening to my music, I don't try to listen to our genre too much because I don't want to have too much influence on what's going on.
Mhm. What are the genres outside of this genre that you do listen to and may draw some inspiration from?
I listen to a lot of R&B.
Mm,
I listen to a lot of R&B. Like no cap. I listen to no cap. I listen to Rollo Rodriguez a lot. They give you more of an R&B spiel with on a hip hop scale. Same thing with Rod Wave. I love New Edition. Um,
classic.
I love listening to Jaheim, R. Kelly. Like I really I do that all the time. Like that's an everyday thing. You
Yeah.
ride with me at any moment. One moment we might be listening to Anti the Menace, and next thing you know, it's like, why can't stop the rain on?
You mentioned some of your inspirations there, and another inspiration is Young Thug. How does it feel to have him back home just as a fan? And what's the feeling now that he's back home all throughout Atlanta? Because it's been a
I mean,
while.
it's like ultimately to me personally, this is like when OJ beat the case. Like,
Mm,
and I'm not old enough to been around when that had happened, but it's just like from the like documentaries and the TV show I watched, it's just like just be like something crazy, and he coming home. But this somebody like was a real big inspiration. Like at one point, my name was Young Boolie when I started making music, and then just cause like I couldn't think of nothing for real, my daddy used to call me Boolie all the time. So I was like, all right, Young Boolie, because I like Thug. You feel me? That's where I got the Young from on. You feel me? My name. So that was it's real. I'm real happy to have him back. Like, cause we gonna really be able to get some good music. And a month before, well, a month at, well, I don't even know how that worked. Well, a month before he got locked up, well, when he got locked up, a month later, we had a show with him.
wow.
Yeah, at the Phillips Arena. It was the Young Thug and Friends show. So that was gonna be my first time getting to meet him in person. And you feel me? So, him getting locked up, it was like, oh my God.
And now you get the chance to meet him now that he's home.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hopefully everything, is, once he gets, everything situated, handles everything with his family and have just enjoy being home. Cause that's the one thing about it. Being incarcerated is not nothing fun, nothing that you feel me, that's time away. It's time that you lost. So him try to get his time back.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
John Madden was the coach for the first time at your school.
Yeah, he actually John Madden, the college that I attended and got recruited to, that's where he started his coaching college career at. Well, his coaching career at started, not his coaching college career, but his coaching career started at the school where I went.
Legendary. What position did you play?
I mean, I look a little skinny right now, but I play linebacker and quarterback.
Linebacker and quarterback.
Yeah, I'm
Wow.
about like 30 pounds lighter than what I was then, about almost, yeah, 35 pounds lighter than. But
Yeah.
yeah, I played the quarterback and linebacker. I got some crazy highlights out here too.
Oh, where can people go look that? What is it on Huddle or is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on it'll be on Huddle. It'll be
Huddle.
on Huddle. I'll drop a link to it. You got to figure out my real name.
How you feel about the Falcons this year?
Come on, man. We keep playing like we playing. We're gonna go to the Super Bowl. I don't know. It was some little bullshit happened over the weekend, but hey, we keep playing like we playing. We gonna see Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl with his cheating ass.
Oh, he definitely is. Have you seen the video that came out yesterday of him telling the ref to let him know when they hit him or whatever? There's always a play every week that always decides the game for them. You could see
I
that they're
mean,
always
it's
getting help.
already written. Like, it's already written. The Chiefs gonna win the Super Bowl. Like, I done seen, all that stuff be getting leaked and stuff. Just like it's some guy that be doing it every year that tells, and he's been doing it for like last 15 years. What team's gonna win the Super Bowl? Because he gets the script or whatever they tell him, and he's been right for like 15 years straight. And he said them folks gonna win. I'm like, yeah, and you can just see it. Like you can just see it. They about to make Patrick Mahomes. Like Patrick Mahomes is the new modern day Tom Brady, but he's nowhere near as good as Tom Brady.
No, he's not. That's the thing that's ridiculous about it. And I'm someone that didn't like Tom Brady growing up because I was a
I hate
Jets.
Tom Brady. I hate Tom Brady. I hate Tom. That didn't feel right about what I just said about Tom Brady, but you can't take away from greatness.
You
Literally, you
can't.
can't
Well,
take away from greatness.
I understand your hatred of him because he beat the Falcon 20. Remember what were they up 21
I
to
don't want to
3,
talk
20
about
to
that. Why you want
3?
to talk about that? See what happens when you talk about Tom Brady.
Horrible. I went for you guys in that Super Bowl, but
Man, that was crazy. We were partying like, wait, when the game was over. Next thing you know, and then it was like, dang, what just happened?
one of the worst things that I've seen in sports. But I think you're right. It's definitely scripted. Do you feel the same way about basketball and even baseball? Do you think there's some elements there as well?
I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to basketball, I can I some of that stuff I can't say is scripted, but I don't know because I really don't watch basketball like that. Me and my mama, we watch the finals together every year just to bond, but I don't really watch basketball like that. I just, be seeing the highlights on Instagram. But for baseball, I don't think any of that's scripted. Like you just that's just like a top tier sport. Like that's just you have to have a different all the major league, even the people in college. Like if you're out here playing baseball, you're on a different tier. Just like say for something that small moving that quick at you and stuff, and you just your reaction times and see even some of the passes and throws and catches. Like if you go watch some of the baseball, I watch baseball highlights just for the fuck of it every now and then. Be like, he literally just with no effort, like because your IQ is just so different. You feel me?
Mhm. Yeah, football is definitely something that you can easily control, and you got to really look at it too when it comes to the sports, especially with football, is the betting. And the refs they have too much say on the games. The betting is really taken over. It's to the point where betting has become bigger than the sport.
That's the biggest thing. Like with baseball and basketball, it pretty much whatever happens, it kind of just happens, and it's just like, all right, it don't really be no recalls or no words. I never heard in like baseball. I don't know. I know a little bit about baseball, but not too much. I heard you can't really overturn nothing for real in baseball. Whatever the call is, the call. Like, but I don't know. But yeah, in football, just You could be 40, the ref could be 40 yards away from the play. He could throw a drop a flag and now this touchdown and came back for
Right.
somebody to drop some money in his pocket.
Exactly. You know, they're dropping those stacks in those refs' pockets to change the
Mhm,
outcome. You know, you never know, especially with the betting and everything. And I'm sure they have money in the games too. But we got the
mhm.
music here. So
I
let's
see
get
you with your
into when.
Atlanta. I see you with your Atlanta Braves hat on,
Oh
man.
yeah, the Braves. Yeah, I'm representing for Atlanta tonight. Shout out to
Yes,
Atlanta.
sir.
You're
Yes,
going there,
sir.
and you're
Shout
there
out to
right now
Atlanta.
representing. So let's get into because we got into the transition for you getting into music. So what were some of the first major moves that you made because you were linking up with guys like Dope Truth? So what were some of the first big moves that you made for yourself to get yourself involved in these events and networking?
Well, one of the first big moves was I ended up being blessed to meet T Hood. He's an Atlanta based artist, and he pretty much me and him did a song together, and me and him was around from we were standing around, we met around like a mutual area, and he was just like, man, I like you, all my guys know you, so look, this is what I'm gonna do for you. I'm gonna put you in position, bring you around, start, having you where you need to be if you want to do this rap shit. And I was like, yeah, I want to do it. So he is one of the main reasons and one of the main people that's gotten me to this place. Him and DJ Plug are one of the main people that has gotten me to this place. And we've worked. You still got me?
I still got you. It just says your name on the screen. That's all.
Okay, cool. Hold up.
There we go.
That, but yeah, so here's DJ Plug and T Hood. They put in a lot of just game and information and just helping me out. Like it went from one day you're looking at all these lit future 21 Savage parties, OJ the Juice Man concerts one day on Instagram, and you're just like, oh, that looks so cool. So the next day, your friends is like, bro, I saw you in the videos at the at the future party, or it's just like, man, it's a life changing. It was a life changing thing. So that was one person that really made all of this possible, and I really love him for it, and I really appreciate it. And like I said, I'm blessed to have him around.
How did you get linked up with El Nice?
El Nice, he ended. Here we go again. I got linked up with El Nice through some of my producers, which were some of Hood's producers. That we and them became. We got together, start making songs, and we got like this, and them and El Nice was like this, and now we are all just you feel me. We just all locked in. It's all like a family thing over here. It's all family based, family oriented, especially when you can see that everybody's intentions is pure. Nobody wants to get over on nobody. Nobody wants to do any, like that's be the biggest thing. Enviousness is a hell of a drug. You feel me?
It is jealousy. There's a lot of it, and it goes throughout family, friends, anyone. That's why you
Anyone.
gotta keep yourself protected in this industry because a lot of people are out to get you and hate on you.
You're absolutely right.
It's crazy. It's unbelievable. But I mean, you're going through all these events right now. What's going to be that big performance, or what's kind of been that first big performance for you so far?
Um, I've had a couple. Like I say, thank you to T Hood. He's brought me out for a couple of his bigger shows, bigger venues here in Atlanta. Shows with B.O.B. He would let me, or he would let me open up for him, or he would, do a song that we did together, so I would get my time. Um, Literally, like I've probably done performed almost everywhere here in Atlanta, except for probably a couple of the major venues. But I've been on stage for the major venues, and been there to catch the ambiance and the feeling, and it makes makes me want to work harder. Makes you want to be like, all right, my time is coming.
And you're independent right now, so are you looking to eventually get a deal here? Because when reading about you, it sounds as though that you know what you want to do as far as building yourself up independently and just kind of navigate through that channel.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely want to at the moment right now. I definitely want to stay an independent artist. Partnerships is lovely. Like, that's something I'm definitely looking for, a partnership, and we can maybe work from there. If the right deal comes, then I'm always down to negotiate. I'm a negotiating man. So, if the right deal comes, then something we definitely can negotiate and talk about something, but definitely partnerships. Definitely
that those are important because I know a lot of times if artists sign the wrong deal, they're trapped in that deal for so many years. So you want to get the right partnership to where you're only together for so long and you're still getting out the better half of the deal. That's what you want to go for.
Yeah, I definitely want to still have a little bit of control on what's going on. Now, I know I don't in this completely in this music industry. I don't have the full sight or the full because like I can say it's all about statistics with everything in life. So I don't know all the statistics and everything, but if you can provide me with that, we could work out a deal. But
Mhm.
I am like I say if somebody that is trying to come with a deal, I am offer. I am up to for negotiation. But I
Fire.
definitely want to do partnerships right now.
That's the right mindset to have. Have you thought about creating a character of yourself in music, potentially maybe painting yourself up or creating a mask because you do like the horror stuff? Have you thought about creating a character of yourself in music?
I got right now. So right now I have a like, and it's not even another persona, but like the villain. Like I see you checked out that
The
tape.
villain prod, yeah.
So yeah, that's I got merch and everything for that. Like that's my logo. The villain, like, well, the villain. I have a. You have to check it out, but I have a villain logo, and that's my brand pretty much. But I'm working on a try. I want to put together a little record label, and
Ooh,
it's called the Bad Guys Entertainment.
fire. And what's this going to be consistent of? Is this going to be all kind of horror characters within music, or
I
is it
mean,
just a label?
it's just a label. I
Just a
mean,
label.
one thing about it is here in Atlanta you get different types of genre of people and I want to go all around. I don't want to base my label off of one group of people. I want it to be everybody around. Like me, I'm not even just the one track. Like yeah, I got horror music, but then I got slow music, I got up tempo music. Like I want to be diverse. I want everything to be diverse so everybody can enjoy it.
Yeah. The summer weather too. That track was fire.
Yeah, summer weather. Yeah, that's a good track.
Yeah, you got a lot there, man. I'm telling you, there's a lot on the way from you. So,
Yeah, some crazy thing about summer weather, I recorded that in front of 40 people. Just and like I said, I don't write nothing, so I like it was crazy. We was doing a writers camp, and I had was like a bunch of producers was there, and it was like 40 people just staring at you through the glass. And it was like, all right, and it just went forward.
that's a lot of pressure. But hey, they say pressure makes diamonds, and that's what we
Hey,
have here.
most definitely.
Man, so what's been that artist? Because you mentioned some of the artists before, but what's been that artist that's given you the best advice in the industry? Because you mentioned being at events with like B.O.B. So who's been that big artist for you that's given you the
Um,
best advice?
the biggest artist that I know, this is something that I think about a lot. Um, Trap Beckham.
Mm,
And he one thing about it when I was younger and when I was got in the industry, now I'm a little bit more established with, life and just stuff like that. But I was still working a 9 to 5. And we was out late one night. It was a bunch of people out. I can't even remember everybody out that night, but we was all at the studio recording, and it's about 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, all right, man, I'm gonna mess with you. You feel me? Like, I gotta go to work in the morning. Unlike you niggas, I still work a 9 to 5. He stopped me. He like, hold up, big bro. Let me tell you something. Your money consistent. As long as you go to work, that money gonna always come. It's always gonna be there when it's supposed to be there. Rap money ain't consistent. It come, it might come consistent for 6 months straight on time, but it's next 6 months after that, it might come when it wanna come. I always remember that. Don't jump out from having a 9 to 5 until you know that's what you until you're ready because that rap money ain't consistent. Your money is consistent. You're doing better than me. Not saying like you feel me, but you're doing better than me just because you're getting up going to work and you're getting something consistently out of that. I get up and I go to the studio every day, but I don't, I can't say I consistently can get something out of that.
and you're not in the 9 to 5 anymore. So what was the point to where you said that? Yeah, you basically said no more. I'm ready to go full in on this.
Um, I just got tired of working for other people. Like
Hmm.
the biggest thing about it is when you work for somebody else, when they get tired of you or when stuff gets hard on them financially, it's when even they can like you all they want to like you, they gotta let you go because it's just a financial decision, just like dealing with a female. If she ain't doing no good for you, don't mean nothing to you. As much as you like her, you gotta let her go.
Mm, that's real. You got to cut the cord at some point with things that you don't need in your life, especially these
Yeah.
jobs. I'm telling you.
Yeah, like literally, because they don't care about you. Literally, you'll be there every single day on time, every day. And I've seen jobs like with personal friends, like they're having babies, and like the job won't let them leave. Like, wait, you're having a baby, or somebody fan their family died. Now I understand, like, you got some of those people that everything's just either bad luck or they really just abuse their time. But you be like, they have a bunch of deaths in their family all back to back to back to back to back. And I'm not trying to make no fun of nothing about nobody like that. Either they're some people be really having a bad time, but some people definitely just abuse stuff like that. So I just can't be at the disposal of somebody else anymore.
And I heard too that you're an advocate on for gun control and things like that as well.
Oh, gun control. No, what?
Oh, I was
No, not gun control. No, sir. And that's the one thing that I do is I work with guns.
okay.
So that would be what I do for my free time, 9 to 5 time is I do work in a gun store. And I came from owning a gun store.
Okay.
So I go manage gun stores and gunsmith.
Things like that.
Yeah, just having, I have a real passion for guns.
Mhm.
So yeah, no gun control. You can't control. You shouldn't be able to control what people are doing. As long as you have the rights to do it. And even for felons, I feel like felons should have the rights to have guns because just because I made a mistake doesn't mean I shouldn't be able to protect myself.
Mm. Yeah, no, that's true.
Yeah.
I agree. Well, what's next for you? Because we got this new track that we brought up at the beginning with Trick. That's the new big one. What else are you looking for on the way? You got a new project that you're gearing
Um,
up for?
I'm working on a new project to drop in a couple of months, maybe about the February. I'm calling the Iron Bull.
R and Bull.
Yeah, so it's gonna be more of those slower tracks, like get the females more engaged. More of my feelings. Some that people wasn't kind of used to getting. People not really easy, like even with these last couple tapes that I made, where I'm putting like I give you one or two songs. Like okay, I've been kind of getting people geared up because people are really liking it. So getting you kind of geared up, like okay, so now you're gonna get some of my emotional feelings, not just what I'm feeling at the moment.
Mm. If you were to get an R&B artist on a track, because you mentioned you listen to a lot of R&B outside of hip hop, who would it be?
Uh, let's see. I like Scissor. I like Scissor. That's a good question. I never really thought about that. I never really thought about that. Like I never really thought about that. Yeah, that's a good question. I have to keep back with you on that one. Yeah, I have to get back with you on that one. I don't know. I listen to so many, and I don't know which one. Like it just depends on how I'm feeling.
Scissor's a good choice for
Matter
right
of
now.
fact, matter of fact, man. But I think the weekend is pop. Yeah, the weekend like pop. Well, I need the R&B the weekend. Let's go.
So the weekend and Scissor, those are the choices.
It's a party next door. There we go.
Party, yeah,
Yeah.
there you go. He's
See,
got an
yeah,
album
see,
with Drake dropping soon.
yeah. I mean, I see now that's my problem. I don't like him with Drake. Like, I don't like all that Caribbean talk. Like, man, like they just be the one day they be normal, next day they be from the islands. I be like, what's going on here?
It's too much. It's too much acting.
Yeah, yeah, nah, I ain't with all that. Like, come on, give us that PND one, man.
Classic.
Yeah.
Uh, but Boolie, is there anything else you would love to let your fans know? Anything else that we didn't talk about here tonight that you want to get promoted before we check out?
Hey man, like I really just want to let everybody know that's watching that don't know where to go and find me. You can go and find me on Instagram at Young Boolie One, YOUNGBOOLIE one. You can get links to everything on there. Literally go to my link tree. I got everything. I'm about to drop a track next week called Tweaking. I did a preview for it on my Instagram. So you go check out my Instagram. I did a little snippet for it. I hope everybody, I'm just excited. Like right now, I'm just dropping, 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 dropping. In the last month, I done dropped maybe 4 or 5 videos. Like every week, I'm giving y'all a video. If I can't get the cameraman and get back to me quick enough, I'm giving you a snippet. I'm giving you something every week. I'm dropping a song. Like I'm coming. You feel me? You not. I'm gonna keep putting myself in your face. You gonna have to see me or goddamn stop looking.
Consistency is key.
Yes, sir.
Keep being consistent, man. Boolie, thank you for coming on the show. Shout out to Al Nice for getting us connected. I got the new track in the rotation. Keep doing your thing. I'm looking forward to these upcoming visuals and everything you got on the way.
Most definitely, most definitely. Can you see me?
No, I can see you're only your name again.
Okay, hold up 1 second. Soon as we trying to make our okay, hold up. Can you see me
Now I
now?
can.
All right, there we go. My fault. But yeah, like literally, yeah, I appreciate you, my man. Thank you, DJ Mad Max, man. I had a great time. Like you pulled out some stuff that I wasn't expecting, and it's real like you did your research, man. I really had a good time,
Oh, I
man.
appreciate it, man. It was great talking to you. It's great to know that you're a horror fan as well, because I feel like horror is underappreciated at times too. I do feel like that.
Yeah. It definitely is. Like you feel me? But the movies are bad nowadays. So it's like
Oh,
you
they're
can't even.
terrible. The old ones are good though, like the Texas Chainsaw. That's a great one.
Yeah. But they're just getting bad and they're getting boring. They're more so like comedy movies now.
Pretty much. Yeah, it's not like how it used to be.
Yeah.
Crazy. Young Bully, man, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night. And once you got that project on the way, we'll get you back on to talk about it.
Hey man, thank you so much for having me on, DJ Mad Max, man.
Of course. All right, Bully, take care. Enjoy the rest of your night, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace out.